This is according to WrestleVotes, which, take it for what it is. But I feel like we've kind of been seeing the makings of this, so it doesn't feel that far off from probably being true. But during his radio show or whatever he does, he was talking about Bron Breakker and the plans that WWE has for him. And I guess they are planning, at least right now, to continue him being a tweener. And I am here for it because I have talked about so many times how much I would love for a heel or somebody like Bron Breakker to be a tweener. And according to WrestleVotes, that's what they want to do. They kind of want him to be more of a heel, like in general. But if he's gonna cut a promo, like he can play into the crowd and kind of cut a babyface promo. But it's just gonna depend on, of course, who he's against, what the context is, blah blah blah. And so that just has me excited because we don't see a lot of that.
No.
Like we've kind of talked about seeing it a little bit with LA Knight. Especially before they kind of, before he really took off. I would say
Yeah,
he
there were
was,
tone lines where he
yeah,
would
and
come
he
down.
still does it because,
Yeah.
with the triple threat that he was doing with Melo and Andrade, I mean, he was getting in Andrade's face, and Andrade's not a heel. Um, so they're definitely testing it, and I'm hoping that we kind of see more of that. And I'm excited if Bron Breakker is going to be kind of like the leader of that moving forward, because I feel like he's the perfect one to do that. I think he thrives as a heel a lot more than he does as a babyface, but obviously most of his career in NXT was spent as a babyface. So
Yeah.
it's not like he's bad at one and not the other. So I'm excited to see how they go about doing this.
Oh
Um
yeah. No,
and we talked about it too. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but when he was going against Jay, I mean the barking from the audience, you could
exactly.
hear it from even though Jay's entrance,
Yeet.
yeah, that it's so big and so loud. And it's like not many people are more over than Jey Uso right now. So the fact that Braun was still getting chants and barks and whatever, like that tells you like you probably should lean into this tweener role.
Yeah, there needs to be an anti-hero at this point on a show.
Mm-hmm.
And not many people can do it so authentically like
Mm-hmm.
Bron Breakker does. He's someone where it doesn't matter if you're barking for him or not. Like he's gonna kick ass. It reminds me a lot of this generation's Brock Lesnar. You
Stone
know,
Cold.
well, Stone Cold for the personality, but ass kicker and just beast of a man like Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I just mean
You
as like
know,
a tweener.
correct.
Stone Cold is like the poster child of that in my
Yeah.
eyes.
So I really I see this being a good thing.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how they go about it just because we haven't seen this yet with Triple H. So like you kind of don't know what to expect, I guess. Like the cynic in me believes that they'll probably try to lean in more to the babyface stuff just because Triple H has had well, and his team, of course, the Triple H regime has
Mhm.
had a really difficult time with solidifying believable heels. So it feels like they really just kind of cater to the typical fan that just wants to cheer for somebody. So I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. But I feel like Braun is too good as the heel champion for them to do that. So I'm hoping they won't. But I think that it is interesting to see how uh they'll navigate that every week because it could change on a weekly basis, like how
Makes
he's
it
being.
easy. Makes it easy for them to do a triple threat for
Mm-hmm.
next title defense.
Mm-hmm.
Similar to LA Knight. I could absolutely see that. Just because of the way things are going right now, it feels like there doesn't need to be one definitive person. You just want Braun Breaker to get a good win.
Yeah.